A question that I get all the time is, Carly, I love your hair, but why blue? A lot of people assume that I do it because I like attention. And it's funny because the opposite is true. I will happily go stand up to a crowd of 2, 3, 4,000 people and speak, but I don't want to talk to people one-on-one. That's like, I will deal, but it's terrifying. The truth of the matter, the reason I have blue hair, the reason why I have had insane colored hair for the majority of my life, my mom is a professional hairstylist, so yes, I'm incredibly spoiled, is because for a majority of my life, it was the only thing that I felt I had control of. So just a really brief history of my story. I was not diagnosed until I was 17, but I have chronic illness and autoimmune issues. Two of the things I deal with are fibromyalgia and arthritis. Essentially, my joints hate themselves and my body hates itself. My whole life, I was in incredible amounts of pain. And I was told my whole life that I was too sensitive, that I was just being too much, that I was just whining. So I felt completely out of control in my body. No matter what I did, I hurt so bad. And I wanted to control something, anything in my body. So the first time I had got colored hair is when I was getting ready for 6th grade graduation, and my mom gave me hot pink highlights and I was hooked. I loved it. From then on, I got a new hair color every 6 weeks. I settled on blue a couple years ago just because I liked it and I want to be known as a girl with blue hair. I've got an online presence in a variety of places and I want to stand out and be recognizable. Now that hasn't stopped me from getting a little creative. I've done half and half, where I've done purple on one side and blue on the other. I've done blue on top that ombrayed out to purple on the bottom, and I love it. My mom, on the other hand, gets real sick and tired of keeping up with weird things I want to do with my hair. I wanted to feel like I had a say in something. When it came to my hair, nothing else mattered. It was my choice. I just took control of that. So we changed my hair and I changed it a lot. It gave me a sense of freedom and it gave me a sense of ownership over myself and of my appearance and of what it is that I want to do with myself. Now, the interesting thing is I am really leaning into the person that I wanted to be when I was 12, 13, 14 years old. I desperately wanted to be the chick with the gauges and the piercings, but I was never brave enough. I believed that it wasn't for me, that only the cool girls could do that, only the pretty girls could do that, only the skinny girls could do that. And I just accepted that it wasn't for me. But over the last few years, as I've come into my own and really begun to lean into who I am without apology, I'm starting to make those changes. As you can see, I have an undercut, so where half of my head all the way around, if I can show you, is shaved. And my undercut is actually an interesting story. So I had always loved the idea of undercuts, but I wasn't brave enough. Well, when I was at the height of struggling with my illness and with my health issues, my body was super, super sensitive. Right at the base of my neck, right here, it would get to a point where I couldn't brush my hair because it was just so painful. And so I stopped brushing my hair. I would just put my hair in a ponytail, I'd put on a hat because I couldn't handle the pain. So we had the idea for the undercut and it started out as a little triangle this big. And then I was like, oh, that's nice. If we take off a little bit more, it'll be nicer. So a couple weeks later, made it a little bit wider. But my ex was in barber school and his teacher was going to demonstrate on me to do my undercut. I was like, it's fine. She's a barber instructor. Clearly she knows what she's doing. Well, she ended up making it entirely, like way too big and entirely uneven, and it looked horrible. And I didn't really know what to do. I stopped wearing my hair up, and then my sister actually got an undercut all the way around. And I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love the way it looks. It must feel so good because she has really thick hair like I do. And then I shaved it all off, and it sounds so cheesy, but it literally felt like I was shedding weight off of my body. Physically, it felt so much better because I didn't have this heavy hair sitting and just pulling me down. But also, it felt like I was finally being myself. Like I had wanted to do it for so long, but I was just scared. But then all of a sudden I was just like, you know what, screw it, let's do it. And it started out really low. It was just a little bit, and then it was a little bit more, and it's slowly working its way up, and I have plans to do some really funky things with my hair. But at the end of the day, my style choices aside, it gives me control. Because no matter what it is that anybody else does, my hair is my hair and it's my choice. I'm not struggling with my brain to see it a certain way. I'm not struggling with my health for it to do a certain thing. No matter what it is, either I feel great or I feel terrible. When I look in the mirror, I see the blue and I love it. And that gives me such a sense of freedom. I hear from so many people that they want to do something crazy with their hair, but they're just afraid. And I don't think everybody should get colored hair. I think everybody should do whatever the hell they want. That's what I think. I think that hair is hair and it grows back. So do what you want. So if you are someone who wants to try something new with their hair, whether they want to try an undercut or they want to do a funky color, or you just want to try something, a new hairstyle that you've never done before, do that. Own it. Have fun with that. And then actually, what I would love for you to do is drop in the comments below, what is something that you want to do with your hair or with your body, with your piercings or gauges or tattoos? And let me know down in the comments. I geek out on this stuff and I love it. And hype you up because you deserve to be hyped. Whatever it is that you want to do with your body, whatever it is you want to do with your hair, you deserve to do that and you deserve to own it.